on stage. Bohdan, Bondarenko, Mutaz, Essa, Barshim and Erik, Kynard.
All right.
So who's got the microphone first? Okay, we'll start with Mutaz, Essa, Barshim. What are you hoping for tomorrow in competition here in the US?
What's up? No,
Sorry, I'll move around.
yeah, it's okay.
What are you hoping for?
What I'm looking for? Yeah, I'm looking for a great competition. Hopefully, you know, have a good start field, and I'm looking to do my best. You know, so it's still early, we're in June, so I'm really looking forward to have a strong competition with a really good result.
Let's pass the microphone to Bohdan and just ask about the explosion of this event since London 2012. We've got men approaching 8 feet because we're talking imperial heights. Everybody's very, very close to 8 feet. What do you explain the sudden explosion in men's high jump?
Good morning. Sorry for my English, and please slowly.
Sorry. How do you explain this sudden explosion of talent and heights in the men's high jump in the last year, really?
We have a good result. We have many good high jumpers, and we can see a good show on all competition, I think, where jumpers can make a good result.
And the world record has stood for 20 years. Do you expect it to still stand at the end of this year?
I think we maybe who can broken in this year, I think.
Let's ask Erik about the rivalries that there are. We've got 3 of you that are approaching 8 feet. There are other guys that are near that mark as well. Is it the rivalry that's bringing it on, or could you jump this high on your own in a competition like the Adidas Grand Prix?
I think it's definitely the rivalry. If you look at the competition now compared to last year and even the year before in Daegu, as you know, competitors excel as far as, you know, one person sets the standard for all of us, and we've kind of just followed behind. Last year it was Mutaz at Prix, jumped 240, and this guy here went insane last year. So now, you know, everyone's expectations and, you know, the ceiling that was there before as far as what you were capable of doing mentally is been raised. So you see a guy do something and it's like, well, if he can do it, I can do it, sort of thing. And it definitely makes it easier for all of us to reach new heights and create new goals. So.
Final question for me, but to all 3 of you. What makes the difference on the day as to who's going to win in the men's high jump competition? What does it come down to? Timing, current form, courage?
A little bit of all of those. I think, you know, everyone has a different coach. Everyone is in a different place in their training. So, you know, you may have a meet like last week at Rome for us, where Mutaz jumps 241, and, you know, Bondarenko jumps 34, and I jump 31, and then the rest of the field, Drew on the 240 guy only jumps 28, and, you know, the same with Ivan. So it definitely depends on the day. I remember that competition, and I looked at Mutaz in warm-ups, and I said, well, he looks good. You know, so, and I didn't feel as good, and, you know, I was just looking around like, you know, me personally, I'm a fierce competitor, and I feel like I'm always going to be in the mix, and I am kind of always in the mix. You know, every time we meet, I've yet to win one, but I'm either second, and, you know, now with Rome, I took my first 3rd place finish, so I'm always in the mix, and I think that's what it's about. Just at the end of the day, is competing, because you never know who's going to be the best that day.
So, Bohdan, the question is, what does it take to win in 2014 against a world-class field? Confidence, form, timing. What does it take?
Sorry, I don't know.
What does it take to win in a league with like us? So who's better that day, or yeah.
So the man that wins tomorrow.
We can see it tomorrow, only tomorrow.
No predictions. All right.
Okay. Well, I think what it takes to win, you know, as I say, is first we can't predict, you know, and it's not, of course, not the confidence, not the experience. So everybody in this field almost have enough confidence, enough experience to win every championship and every major competition. I think it just, you know, you have to feel it, and, you know, you have to feel your body, as you say, because, you know, we're all human. We have one day up, one day down, so you have to be well physically and then, of course, mentally. And I think the competition between us, that's gonna make like a good result. And of course, we need the support of the crowd and hopefully good weather.
Yeah. Okay, questions from the floor.
How do tactics come into it? Bohdan sometimes only takes 2 jumps in the whole competition. Is it easier to compete with so many good athletes and have to take many jumps at the high heights, or is it easier to be the only top jumper?
I have only 2 legs and I can jump many.
Is that question for everyone?
Yeah, anybody. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely chess and not checkers. So you know, if we get into positions where we have to pass, he does it. You know, this guy's been crazy with it lately. I don't know what's going on, but I definitely feel comfortable. You know, sometimes you don't feel comfortable, but you just have to pass the ball. You know, personally, I had to do it. I should have did it in Doha. I jumped at 239 twice when I should have passed the bar because it's a centimeter under the American record, and you know, it meant nothing in the grand scheme of things. But you definitely have to pass around and play around a little bit.
Well, I think it's different from each high jumper because, you know, some need 2 jumps, then you feel like, okay, now I got the rhythm. Maybe some need 5, some need 6, and then, you know, I think it's personal, mostly like it depends from each high jumper to another. It's nothing like I agree, it's just tactic or something. No, it's just the feeling for your body. I think so.
Thank you.
Eric, does it matter what order you jumped in first? I mean, tell me about it. You saw Matsua go first. What's the motivation?
That is a really good question because it does. In the grand scheme of passing, it does matter. So if he's before me and he misses,